Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this part I'm going to show you how we can work with Chart.js. As you can see, we have a nice bar chart here, and it can be any chart: pie chart, scatter chart, bar chart, and droners, all the things. Okay, you can add your dynamic charts, that is the information is coming. As you can see, the category smartphone, desktop, laptop, TV, and ladies, mans, and books. Based on each category, how many products do you have? As you can see, in the books we have 250 products, mans we have 45 products, ladies we have 60 products, and the smartphone category we have only 5 products. So based on the category, how many products we have, if we want to list it out, and for that we need to use our Chart.js in our Django project and add our dynamic data from here. Like I want to use like favorites. In our favorites, how many products we have? Suppose I have in our favorites category I have 90 products. So as you can see, it's added in favorite category we have 90 products. So the information you add here and the dynamic information would be shown on your Chart.js, as you can see. So this is completely dynamic information coming from the database, and you can add information from here, and the information would be add to the database and show information in this dynamic Chart.js. So for that you need to work with Chart.js application. In the Chart.js, if you go there, chartjs.org, you can see you have a lots of thing. As you can see, the get is started, we have chart type, we have a line chart, as you can see, and you can see the code configuration type line chart, and the data would be your dynamic data that would be coming from database. Okay, then we have a bar chart that I have used. As you can see, it's type bar chart, and you have your data, labels, and options, and scale. All of those things you can use dynamic. It has a type, it has a dynamic data, it has labels, it has options. I will suggest you to see everything in this Chart.js website to learn the documentation, to learn more further, better, properly. And if you go to the radar chart, as you can see, the information is showing in a radar system, and we have a bubble chart. As you can see, it's nice, and we have a donors and pie chart. This is also very useful. Okay, as you can see, the red portion we have 300, yellow 100, the blue is 200. So all of the information, if you go to the pie chart, this is the pie chart that you are seeing. It's really awesome. You can see the visualization is also nice. Okay, and its type should be pie chart. Like data set properties, in the option you can change the background color. Okay, you can change the background color, make it bold, make it light, and you can set the border color, border width, and you can change this data is the dynamic data which is required field. This is very important. You can change hover border color. You can change when you hover over it, it will change the color. You can change the rotation, you can change the hover offset, you can do anything you like. In the bar chart, how many things we have? We can change the background color, we have the data, hover background color, hover border width, all of those things. You can change everything you like. So for that I need to go to the Django project YouTube. Here I'll create a new application. I also uploaded a video about news app that required the API integration, third-party API integration. You just see that, and I have a complete Django project course on product management application. Also, just I'm gonna go to git bash, and I need to make a project which is Django-admin start project, and its project should name it like Chart Django project. Okay, so it's done. Now I need to open it, Chart Django project. I need to open it with code and go to terminal, new terminal, and this is our main project where we have a settings.py file. Here I need to add one more app because every project should have an app. Okay, so I need to write python manage.py and start app. Its app should name be chart app. Okay, and this is the chart app that we currently have. And let me create something for you, and we need to go to the apps.py, and this is the thing, chart app config that we need. Just copy it, and the name of our application is chart app, so we need to add it to our settings.py file, and its name is chart app.apps.chart config. Okay, just add this line, and based on your application, how many apps you install, just add it here. This is very basic, and you need to go to the yours.py file of the project and delete all of those things. Okay, Later we're gonna connect these URLs with our chart.js urls.py file. So for that, let me create it now. It is always a good practice, and keep it empty for now. Okay, we don't need it. Now you need to create a template. Let me create a template which is in the chart app. Go to new folder and create a templates. In the templates, I'm going to create a new folder. It should be chart app. Okay, and in another folder I need to create a partials. So in the partials, I should have a base.html and a nav bar. Okay, we need a nav.html. Okay, so in the nav section, I need to copy the some code, and this would be coming from the bootstrap. You can just use it. Go to getbootstrap.com and add the information. So get started, and here you will select the starter template, copy this. Okay, and I'm gonna paste it in my base.html. okay, and then save it in the nav portion. I'm gonna copy this code that I already wrote, and this is also from the bootstrap. And where it is coming? It is coming from the component and this nav bar. You need to just copy this nav thing. Okay, this is important. Okay, just add this thing and make it nav bar dark and background dark, and keep only one link, home and the nav bar. Okay, we don't need any complex thing, and we need to include that nav.html inside a base.html file where I have all the thing like bootstrap. And let me delete all of those things, and let me delete this as well, and its name should be chart app. Okay, and this is our bootstrap, and this is the CSS link, this is the JavaScript link for the bootstrap. What I need to do is add one more link that will connect our Django with the Chart.js. To go to the Chart.js in installation, go to the Chart.js CDN, and you need to copy this HTML, this Chart.js minified version, and you need to import it. Go one step below and paste it here. So this is the Chart.js integration, and this is the bootstrap integration in our base.html file. So in the body section, we need to include our nav bar. So we're gonna go to the partials and nav.html. okay, partials. So first we need to include the nav bar in the base.html. We should have a nav bar on the top, and then I'm going to create one more thing which is block content, and it should be end block content. Okay, here I'm gonna create some important thing. Okay, so in this part, block content end block, I will create one more index file which is chart app dot this one. It should be index.html, and I'm gonna inherit everything that we have in the base. In the base we have every setup that we need. We have also a partials of a nav bar in a base, so we just need to see all the content inside the block content end block that will inherit all this information here. Here I'm going to inherit the base. Okay, extends, it will go to the partials and it will go base.html. okay, we're going to extend everything from the base.html so that we don't need to write everything from scratch here. We don't need to have any setup in the index page. In the index page, I will only do the add of data, and I'm going to show every information, dynamic data information in a chart.js and in a nice chart, and I'm going to do everything here. So index page is the main page where I'm going to show information and add information from. Okay, so here I'm going to write block content end block. You can just copy this thing. This is the same thing. You can copy this thing, and in the h2, this is the index page. Okay, this is the index page, and let me save it in the nav. Just save it. So you need to save everything, views.py file. Okay, and here you're gonna go index. It will take a request. Okay, and suppose our data is the current data. This is just a dummy thing. Now make it a context. So context should be data is the data. Okay, and I'm gonna return render function. It will take a request, and our template is inside chart app dot index dot html. Okay, so inside the chart app we go to index.html, and then we pass the context. Okay, so this is the thing then to pass inside that function, and to import that function inside urls.py file. So just copy all of this from the project level URLs and paste it here, and in the root directory I'm gonna import. I don't need admin. Okay, so from dot import views. Okay, import views, and to views dot index function, and give it a dynamic name, and its name should be index. So when you go to the root path of our application, it will run that function index, and this function, okay, pass data into index.html page, this information and pass the context. Okay, so this is the main important thing. So this is just a dummy function just to run this application. We need to do that. Okay, so save all of those things and go to the main urls.py file, and this is the project level to include our application. So you can copy this, and in the root directory we're gonna include our app. Which app? The app that we have created, chart app dot its URL. We're gonna include the chart app dot URLs in the project level URLs, and this is the URL which is chart app. We are gonna connect it. Okay, so let me just add one more thing, which is index.html page. I need to add a div. Sorry, it should be div, and its class should be row. Okay, and margin top of 2, and here I'm gonna create a div with a class of call md4, and I need one more div which will take space of call md8. So here I'm gonna show the charts, and here I'm gonna show the add data, and it should be inside h3 tag. I'm gonna do add data. Okay, and I'm gonna use a horizontal rule, and here I will use a form later, but not now. Here I'm gonna show the Chart.js, and let me open the Chart.js, this thing. Go to the installation file, the Chart.js.docs.latest, this chart, and you need to copy this thing. Okay, this HTML, this is the starting template for this chart. Just copy this whole thing, script tag, and paste it inside this part. In the 8 space we're going to show the chart, and the 4 space we're going to add the data. Okay, so these are the thing. Let me go there and take it there. Okay, so as you can see in the chart, we have the type of bar chart, and it has its data, and inside the data objects it has levels. These are the levels which is static. We're gonna get all the information dynamically from the database later, but this is just to show you how it's working. And the data sets, we have levels. It should be number of products. Okay, and this is the static data. Okay, in the data sets, and these are the levels that we have. And these are the background color. You can change background color, border color. You have multiple options you can customize with. So just save this place. So here we'll add data in this side, and in the right side you will show the chart. Okay, let me write python manage.py run server. Let me see it's working or not. Okay, here you need to create a div. Okay, this is just a bootstrap class which is container. Now it will show add data here and your chart will show here. Okay, this is your application name, so it's good. You add your data from this place and it should be h4. It looks better. Okay, add data. So in this part, what you will do, add your information from here, and for that we need a backend so that the information coming from the database. And for that, just get out of this shell and you need to create a model. So go to the chart app and go to models and create your own models. It should be class, it should be a product. Okay, it should be a product class, and it should be models.model, models.model, and we're gonna create product should have a name, or it should have a category. Okay, and category should be models dot character field, and max length is 100, and null is equals to false, and blank is equals to false, because you must have to put some information, the category name of your product, and based on that category you will have get the number of products. So number of products. Okay, and number of products should be models dot integer field, and it will specify how many products we have in that particular category. Okay, because we're gonna put information like category of health, science, man's, women's, and based on that category how many product we have, number of products. Okay, and it should be integer field. And then we need a function, str function, and it will take a self, and it will return in the app string, it will return self dot category name, and it will also return self dot number of products. Okay, in the database. So add one more thing, so it's working perfectly. So this is the thing we want to the admin panel, and import that thing as well. So we need to add information from the admin panel as well. That's why I need to register our model. So we need to from dot models import the product model that we have just created. Okay, and admin, go to admin dot site dot register. We're going to register the product model. If you have multiple products or multiple models, you can register multiple models. Okay, here this is how you register your model in the admin panel. And then in the models.py, this is just to create a model. And now what you need to do, you need to migrate it. So python manage.py make migrations, and make migration is the command that will make a migrations file for you. Okay, so as you can see, the create model product. So if you go to the migrations, as you can see, your product model is created with an ID of auto generated, and you have a category of character field and number of products that we want, which is integer field. It is added. Okay, so this is very important thing, and your model name should be product inside a database. And then we need to migrate that all this information in a database in real time. So for that we need to go python manage.py migrate. This is the main thing that will create all of our database schema tables based on your models. Okay, so this is very important. So it's created. Let's clear it out, and we need to create a super user, and let's write python manage.py create super user, so that we can add data inside the admin panel. Give it a name, and it should have a Gmail. Give a simple password, and yes. Okay, it's created. Now go to the server, python manage.py run server, and when you go to the server, and if you go to the add my name that I have just used in the super user login, and we have our products that is listed here. And you can add products category like desktop. Number of products we have, suppose 45, and we need to add a laptop, and number of products should be 60. Suppose we have only 2 products, which is laptop we have 60 products and the desktop we have 45 products, and these are the things coming from this model that we specified. We're going to return the category and dash and the number of products. In each category, number of products. As you can see, we have only 2 products. You can do everything you like. So for that, I have created the super user. Now what you need to do and show all the information in this field, in this chart. Okay, let me go to the chart, this chart. So this is the static content. We're going to show the dynamic content here. So this is our main thing now. So go to the views.py file. Here in the views.py file, I'm gonna write, we're gonna import the models from dot models import product model. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to products, should be product dot objects dot all. You can query by filtering, but I'm gonna see all the products. Okay, this should be products and this should be products. So these are all the products that we collect from the database that we have currently, and we're going to send all those information as a context dictionary to chart app index.html page, to chart app index.html page as a context. Okay, so next we're going to go to index and show our dynamic data. So its type is bar. In the label we're going to show our dynamic content. So delete all of those things and delete all of those corresponding data. So write a template string and for product in products, because we pass the products as a context. Okay, so let me end it first and for. Okay, so in this part I'm going to show the information. So it should first the category name, it should be in a string. Okay, it should be each product dot category. We might have thousands of product category, and it might have thousands of category. So you need to write it inside a for loop. So each product that we collect from this list of products that we have should have a category name. Okay, it has a category name and it's coming from this model. We have a category and then we need number of products. Let me copy this thing as well. Okay, later I'm going to copy this. First we have a product dot category and just add a comma here. It is very important, this comma, and it should be inside a quotation, this dynamic information that we see, because this is a string. And then we need to show the same thing. Let me copy this thing, paste it here, and you don't need to add this thing here because this is an integer field and we need number of products. So go there to show the number of products in this category. So that's nice, we have the number of products. This is in the X level and this should be in a Y level. So based on that product category, how many products that we have, it will show the information, and you should add a comma before that, after that, and okay, just show this information now. So as you can see, the dynamic information is coming from the database. In the desktop we have 44 product, laptop we have 60 product. If you go to the admin panel, and here I'm gonna add one more product, which is smartphone. How many products we have? 90 products. Save it and go there. As you can see, its dynamic information is coming from the database. It's working. Now I don't need to add data from the admin. I want to add data from this place and it will show there. Okay, so this will be more fun. So for that we need to work with Django forms. Since the chart app, let me create forms.py file. From Django import forms, and we need to from dot models import product model. Okay, so these are the two things that we want. Then we have to create form, which is product form, and it will inherit forms dot model form. Need to class meta, and its model name should be the product model. Based on that we create a form. Okay, fields, I want all the fields. Okay, underscore all, and then I'm gonna go the widgets. Now widgets should have the category. This is the same name that we have in the model. So category should have forms dot text input. In the text input, in the attributes, you can set the attributes, and it should be class of form control. Okay, so let me copy this thing and paste it here, and it should be number of products. Go there, it should be number of products. Okay, and this should be integer field. Suppose, let me add text input here, the same thing, but I prefer the integer because the number of products is an integer field. First let me check it is working or not. Okay, so I need to import this product form inside a views.py file. From.forms import product form, and we need to show this here. If request dot method is equals to post, then form is equals to product form and request dot post. We get all the information like its category, number of products inside a product form, and in this information is a post because we are posting some information to the database, so it is request dot post. If it is a file, then it to write request dot files. If you want to post some files, okay, then it would be request dot file. But we're gonna add some data to this database using the product form, then just normal text data, that's why I need only post. Okay, request dot post. We will add all the information. If the request method is post, then I'm gonna post some data inside this product form, and it will be saved to the database. Okay, and then to check if form dot is valid. If the information that we are passing is valid, then it will save all the information that we typed in the form to the database. Then to form dot save. Okay, and here in the else part, what we'll do, form is equals to normal product form. Okay, this is the normal get request. It will handle. If it is a post, that it will save information to the database from to collect everything that you have typed here. Okay, and it will save all the information. Then need to pass this particular form of form thing as a context, and let me pass the form and this form. Okay, so that it shows the form inside the index.html page, and here I'm gonna add the form, and the form its method should be post, and inside that I need to pass this as a context. Okay, this is the form that we need. Then we need a CSRF token, CSRF token. This is very important in Django. Have an input type of submit that will submit the data, and its value should be add data. Okay, and let me give it a class of btn success. This is a normal bootstrap class. Its type is submit, and it will add the dynamic data. So this is nice. Let me see if it is working. As you can see, we have a category, number of products. Let me add some margin top of 3, suppose margin top of 2. Add a margin here, margin top of 2, this column, and let me see how it's working. Refresh it. It has a category, it has a number of products, you can add data. So let me see it is working or not. In the health category, we have the number of products, which is 78 added. As you can see, in the health category we have 78 products. You can add one more thing. Suppose in the TV category we have suppose 50 products added. As you can see, it's added the information in the dynamic way. So these are not, the background color is not that dark. We need to make it more perfect. add in the, this is the background color, it is RGB format, so make it 0.8 or 0.8 is perfect. So make it the opacity 0.8. Okay, save it. Let's delete. Okay, it's perfectly done. As you can see, we have all the information that we want. We have a smartphone, laptop, desktop, and health, all of those things. So one more information is very important. If we go to the views.py file, after the form is saved, to return render redirect to index. Okay, let's save it. It should be man's category. We have 80 products. Okay, now the information values are gone. It's working perfectly. Otherwise, we have multiple TVs like here. Let me add it from the, delete it from the admin. We don't need 2 TVs. Let me delete one more. Delete this thing. Go. Yes. Okay, it's deleted. Now it's working fine. Okay, and it should be, we have a type which is bar chart. Let me add it into pie chart and just name the type to pie. And now see, amazing, isn't it? Right, as you can see, if you hover over it, it also have an effect. And you can also change the border color. Okay, you can change the border color. You just play with it and you have a border width. Border color, you can set RGB color, and you can add more colors if you want. List of colors that you can add. You can add one more here, suppose in the RGB panel. Okay, you can change the information like 40, and this should be 120, and this should be 50. Okay, you can add one more thing. And border color, you can add one more thing, which is, we can add this one. Okay, and this is 0.8. You can add multiple as you want. Let me change the border width, which is 2. Save it, and let's see. Let me make it smaller. As you can see, we have 50 TV, and based on 100%, we have 45 desktop element, we have 78 health element, and we have a 90 products of the smartphone category. So we have a huge amount. So by this, looking at this chart, you can see the smallest is this one. In the desktop category, we have only 45 products, and in the TV we have only 50 products. So these are the smallest one. Okay, so these are the smartphone territory, and this is the man's territory. We have 80 products. So you can customize it based on your choice, and you can change it to line chart and save it. And these are the line chart that we have. So we have one more thing, which is radar chart. If you select it to radar, and if we select it to radar and save it and go there, as you can see, we have a radar type thing. Like huge chunk of information are in the smartphone category, and we have simple very little on the desktop, and the laptop we have 45 and 50, and the mass category have a huge amount of product, and the health, smartphone, and the laptop we have huge amount of product. So you might need all those things, but for now I'm just using the bar chart. It looks perfect in this kind of scenario. It looks better in this category how many products we have. But just looking at this chart, it looks so awesome. It's just integration with the Django with the Chart.js is a really awesome thing. You can make an amazing dashboard, and you can add the dynamic content here from your category, number of products from the admin panel or your dashboard. It looks really nice. Okay, it makes your application look super cool. So that's why I taught you how you can add a Chart.js and add dynamic data to your Chart.js application and make models based on it, and make a database models, and all of your information from the forms, and show in your all of those database information. Okay, information in a products in a context, and pass this context to the index page and show all those information here. Okay, That's why we need to create a dynamic information. This is the dynamic Chart.js Django project. I will give all the code in the description below. So this is how you can work with Chart.js with Django application. Thanks for watching. I'll be coming in the next video.